you ever heard anybody claim they did something psychic? Like they thought of a long lost friend and then the phone rang and it was the friend? Did you believe them? Or like me, did you think maybe they'd gone a little crazy, out of this world? Well, I grew up without having a single psychic or spiritual experience. As a kid, I went to a church summer camp where every kid there was moved to be saved, except me. I felt terrible. Was there something wrong with me? And the fact is, I didn't have a spiritual bone in my body. And I went on to study science and engineering. So I became probably the world's worst psychic skeptic. That is, until a friend of mine invited me to do an ESP experiment with him in 1996. I was stunned by the results. 3 of us sat at my kitchen table and mentally communicated in some way that modern science says, impossible. Well, that motivated me to study human consciousness in detail. And I read tons of books and took lots of courses. And what I learned was you don't have to be a natural-born psychic to experience psychic functioning for yourself. It takes training. And for a skeptic like me, it takes practice. But anybody can do it, including you. Now, most people don't believe this stuff, though, unless they experience it for themselves, and I want to show you how. In my online course, The Beginner's Guide to Psychic and Spiritual Functioning, I'll show you how to set up an ESP experiment and some more advanced experiments that you can do in your own home with a few friends. If you get 4 or 5 friends together, I can almost guarantee you that one of them is going to blow your mind. I'll show you some things to watch out for, and I'll teach you techniques that will improve your chances of having successful results. In the 23 years since my psychic awakening, I've done some amazing things with my mind. I accurately described an event that occurred 50 years in the past and 900 miles away, without even knowing beforehand what I was supposed to be describing. And I've come to realize that we're all connected. And how much better off would the world be if everybody understood that? Right? So don't put limits on yourself. Get out there and find out what you're capable of. I have confidence in you. Get out there and do it. Thanks.